All right, but what are you playing? If this record wasn't made, what are you actually DJing?
I'm playing Apache. I'm playing Rufus Thomas. I'm playing an Incredible Bongo Band. I'm playing. Oh man. My collection. I'm playing Curtis Mayfield. I'm playing early Mandrill. I'm playing early Barry White. I'm in my head right now.
Because I want to establish this. I want to establish this for all the listeners listening. So you're saying the very first hip hop parties didn't play hip hop?
What he was doing was inventing.
I mean, just think about just think about the logic of what you're just saying, like, because this is a hip hop party.
But remember, Nori, hip hop isn't just the music of it.
But we
that's
still,
the thing, and
we still got to
so it's hip hop happening.
Hip hop happening.
But the music, the rapping side of it,
that's what I'm saying. The irony
was developing when he came out.
They actually wasn't playing hip hop.
Okay, see, this is where we differ. So the question is this.
Okay.
What was hip hop back then?
Right.
Okay.
Hip hop was a regurgitation of using songs that already exist.
Exactly.
Some of our dopest songs were white records and black records and foreign records and American records. They were R&B, they were disco, they were jazz, they were Latin, but we had to find that little drum
the breaks,
beat.
the grooves, right.
So when I started playing, I could remember guys that used to use what I call heavy on the tone arm type DJing.
Right.
And as Pete would say, trade record. I was probably the most hated DJ during this time. It's because connoisseurs are very careful about how they handle their record. Like newborn babies, they take it out of the white sleeve, right? And they carefully put it on the turntable, and they're very careful with it. When they're finished with it, they take it out off the turntable, they put it back into the white paper, and they carefully put it into the jacket. Me, I took 2 copies of the motherfucking record and just slammed it in one jacket. I was putting crayon marks on it and the whole shit so I could mark the breaks, because I played in dark places and I had to be able to find it immediately. Because remember, our runway was really short. So when people found out that I was the first DJ to make records dirty, I tried getting jobs in clubs. Motherfuckers was like, yo. And some of the DJs that was playing at that time were my friends. I'm like, yo, tell the boss, man, let me get a job. They're like, yo, Flash, they know about you, man. Like, you move the record back and forth. You put your fingers on it. You putting crayon marks in it. I couldn't get a job to save my motherfucker.
Even though those are why do they care what you're doing?
But they figured maybe I probably was going to spread that for me until they fucking DJ. Yeah, so it wasn't until I went to this club on the off days on 167th Street in Jerome, and these Italian guys own this disco club called Disco Fever. All right.
Come on, Disco Fever. Disco Fever.
It's legendary club for 30 years.
That's right.
So I go in there, and I meet Ali and Sal. Sal's the son, Ali's the father. And I say to them, well, do you think I could get a night in here? Because Sal already heard of me. And I found that out recently. He went to the park and seen this thing that I was doing. So by the time I got to him, I was like, yo, Sal, you think I could get a Saturday night in your club? He looked at me like I was fucking crazy, right? And he says, no. He says, what I will do is I'll give you a Tuesday. I was angry as a fuck, and he said, Flash, if you do this, I promise you, this is gonna make you huge. I was angry at first. 2 months later, Tuesday was rivaling Saturday. Then I got a Wednesday. So this is when I started playing in clubs with this. So I brought hip hop into Disco Fever. And the people that used to come there, Hector Macho Camacho, the Gap Band, like all the big stars that if they were in town, they came to Disco Fever.
Did Hector Macho Camacho do cocaine in the club?
I don't know.
Somebody gotta do cocaine somewhere, man. Come on.
Oh my God.
Drug.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good, man. So I mean,
how old are you at that time?
Oh man, I was in Disco Fever. I want to say in my early 20s, maybe.
Crazy.
What is considered the first hip hop club?
Oh, that's hard to say because when we was playing in the parks, And this is where I kind of step out of this.
Okay.
In my humble opinions, I do not think a DJ came up with the title HIPHOP.
Oh yeah, we had
There's a
Grandmaster.
Didn't they say Cowboy did?
They said Cowboy or La Buckstarsky, but they both were rappers. So it's still up for whatever
For debate?
debate where he came from. I personally think, in my opinion, when we was doing this early on, I think that it didn't have a title yet. I think we were creating something because the monster at that time was disco. And with disco, you had to have all the hard bottoms, suit jacket, no jeans, no hoodie. Like, we dressed the way that we dressed.
It was a counter to disco, if anything.
Yeah, pretty much. So as disco was fading,
Right.
hip hop came alive, but musically. And how it happens is the graffiti artist was already out there. And I was told by these other breakdancers that they were already out there as well. They connected to Herc and to Flash and to Bam. The rapper as we know it, because we jack shits. We jack words from other things.
Right.
So when they say MCing really means, like, I'm talking to you right now, and I'm a master of ceremonies,
Right.
and I'm sort of presiding over the room, and I'm speaking. But we jack shit to call it something else. Me, I think that MCing is rhythmically talking to the beat of a DJ's rhythm. That's what I personally call it.
Right. So it started with Keep Cowboy.
That's what I say.
That's what some saying.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Okay.
The others say, and this is where I'm really.
Cass said it too. Cass said Cowboy here as well.
I'm kind of confused. It's because. Okay, put it this way. Kool Herc, incredible sound system. He played incredible music. His crew, Coca Rock, Timmy Tim, Clark Kent.
I'm going to say Coca Rock was one of the
first MCs.
MC too as well.
When I went to go see them, Coca Rock was a DJ. So I don't understand where that comes from. So if we jack the word MCing from the masses, and it's defined as a human being who talks rhythmically on the beat of music, wasn't nobody doing that back then. We all had echo chambers. Herc had the best echo chamber. We were just blabbing out whatever.
Right.
But serious speaking to the beat of music? Maybe I'm going crazy. I didn't see that yet. It hadn't happened yet. And this is why I'm saying, out of all the four elements, the rapper did come last, but they are undisputedly the crown jewel of all of this. They took this thing where it had to be. And I'm saying there was no steady beat for them to rhyme on at that time because people were using the tone arm and the beat wasn't steady. So it would have been absolutely impossible for a rapper to rap on that.
So you're saying you brought that to the game?
I'm saying that I did.